Hey, what is up, everybody? This is Stevie Breach covering WWE Hell in the Cell 2018. I made a video just a minute ago commenting about the main event, Roman Reigns and Braun Strowman in the WWE Hell in the Cell, calling this a pretty good show. As I said that, I think if you go back and you watch my face, I'm not 100% sure this was a great show. I think this was a good show. I mean, I came into this a little bit late. I had to play a little bit of catch up. I think that the best match of the night was honestly the first match, the Randy Orton versus Jeff Hardy, WWE Hell in the Cell. It was always Jeff Hardy's goal to wrestle in a Hell in a Cell. It's one of the reasons why he came back to WWE, to return with his brother. It's been his goal to sort of work towards a Hell in a Cell match. I think it would have been cooler if the Hardys could have been a team inside of Hell in a Cell, but that was not meant to be. Instead, having Jeff against Randy was a really good opponent, going back to their Royal Rumble feud from well over 10 years ago. I thought they were given a whole bunch of time, 25 minutes for a mid-card match that took place inside the Hell in a Cell. Was a lot longer than I thought it was going to be. Jeff got to do his monster spot. He's probably going to miss a little bit of action, but with his brother retiring, I think a lot of people in the upcoming days are going to be wondering when and if Jeff Hardy is going to return to WWE. The show opened with the pre-show match with the Tag Team Championships on the line between Rusev Day and the New Day. The New Day were able to get the win because of WWE's new, I guess you can say longer WWE pay-per-view time that they get. I was not able to watch this because my 49ers and Lions game had not ended yet, and that was a higher priority for me. So however it happened. The New Day keeps their championships. The Becky Lynch versus Charlotte Flair match was one of the matches that I did sacrifice a little bit, skipping about 5 minutes into the match, trying to play catch up. But Becky surprised us all by getting the win over Charlotte. As we talk about Hell in the Cell, it's going to be hard not to talk about the Super Showdown from Australia, which is going to be coming up, I believe, October 6th, which is going to happen in the middle of the night for me. I think it's a 2 o'clock start time. But there already is a rematch in the making. It's already planned, and Becky's going to be putting the championship on against Charlotte. So no real surprise that Becky got the win here, but she becomes the two-time champion. Dolph Ziggler and Drew McIntyre got the win over Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose in a very exciting tag match, where basically there was a superplex off of the top rope by Seth Rollins to Dolph Ziggler, and as he tried to pick Ziggler up for another suplex, he was kicked in the head by Drew McIntyre, where Ziggler fell on top of Rollins for the 1-2-3, keeping them as the tag team champions. AJ Styles got a controversial win over Samoa Joe, as the referee was counting a 1-2-3 for AJ Styles, pinning Samoa Joe. AJ did tap out to I can't never say it right, so I'm just going to call it the Joe Clutch. And Samoa Joe lines up a rematch coming up in 3 weeks on the Super Showdown, where there was going to be no way to win this match other than pinfall. No reasons to complain. Paige has already put the match into motion. AJ putting the title on the line one more time against Samoa Joe. Then we also go to Miz and Maurice stealing a victory as Maurice rolls up Brie Bella in the mixed tag match. Brian and Brie did control most of the match as Maurice and Miz were on the defense, trying to run away, wanting no part of this, but they outsmarted the Bryans one more time, getting the win. Ronda Rousey was able to defeat Alexa Bliss, but Alexa did put some damage on Rousey, taking out the ribs of Ronda Rousey, but she still was able to lock in that submission lock. So coming up next for Ronda Rousey is going to be a 6-woman tag at the Super Showdown, teaming up with the Bellas against the Riot Squad, and then the right now main event of Evolution, built around Ronda Rousey in the main event against Nikki Bella. So Rousey and the Bellas looking to have a little bit of a future coming up and seeing where that storyline goes. Roman and Strowman ended in a no contest, where basically the match was just thrown out because Brock Lesnar came down and caused too much hell, basically throwing everything around and causing just complete, utter chaos. The match had already been interfered on the outside by Rollins, McIntyre, Ziggler, and Ambrose. I was kind of surprised that they threw the match out, but that's the way they chose to end the pay-per-view. It's going to be a little bit of a weird way to find out, as the Shield is already going to be having a 6-man tag against the Strowman and the War Dogs. So it looks like Brock Lesnar is not going to be making an appearance at the Super Showdown, but maybe we'll see him at Survivor Series if they can hold this off until November, maybe having Roman, Strowman, and Brock have a three-way for the championship there. So that was Hell in a Cell. Pretty good show. Not a great show. Maybe just a good show. We'll talk about this a little bit later. Peace out, everybody.